What matters most to you? What comes to mind? Is it your family? If you have kids, I've got an 8-year-old and an 8-year-old son, 11-year-old daughter, and if you ask me what matters most to me, usually, right, they come to the forefront of my mind and my heart and my spirit. It's my babies, it's my kids, right? Your spouse, your husband, your wife. I've got one of those too. I've got a wife. She's amazing. Is it your health? Is it your wealth? What is it? Your happiness? What matters most to you? And I'm gonna dive in and I'm gonna answer this for you. All right. Not that I have any right to answer it for you, but I'm gonna argue that what matters most to you is the same thing that matters most to me, and the same thing that matters most to every single person that is attending the Momentum Builder event, and that is you.
So I walked away from that interaction thinking, why did I introduce myself so poorly? Why was my intro so broken? And ever since that moment, ever since this picture, I've been obsessed with finding and crafting the perfect intro. The best way to introduce ourselves and tell the story of not just the work we do, but the people we help.
Because of my family, I value my time tremendously. That's the most valuable asset we all have. And it's incredibly important that we figure out how to leverage our time when we're thinking about marketing. So much of the marketing that we do in our industry as real estate entrepreneurs is us, right? And so it's important that if we're putting in all of the time, like social media guys, how much time do you put into social media? You have to have a plan, then you have to execute the content, then it's a heavy lift, right? So what I want to talk to you about today is a light lift, something that I do that doesn't take a lot of time, that generates a ton of ROI in my business. And it's something that you can all do as well.
This week, and I certainly want to honor the fact that there's a lot of things you could be doing with your time right now, and plugging into this event and learning and growing and getting better. What a great display of your commitment to become your best version of you. In the next 40 minutes or so, I want to talk to you about this idea of the number one decision all top producers make. And before I get into it, I want to make one thing really clear, and that is the decision is made before top producer status is achieved. And that's a very important point for us to consider as we kind of roll through this session. At some point, you have to make a different decision about your personal and professional productivity to make way for achieving greater results.
I'm ready to go!